Hey, good morning. So we're out here today for the first time ever at Drayton Manor. We're up north a little bit. Like I said, first time ever. It's pretty badly raining today, so fingers crossed the park won't actually be too busy today. We're gonna get on all the rides. Now here there's a few pretty interesting rides. This one behind me is, I believe, a stand-up roller coaster. So you actually, like Air, or Galactica as it's now called, at Alton Towers, how you kind of sit down and it lifts you up in a weird kind of way. This one you're actually stood there fully upright and then it sends you around that way, so that'll be interesting. We're going to try and get on this one in a second. Safety procedures are the same as always at these theme parks at the moment. So the indoor attractions are closed. You've got to wear face coverings on the bulk of the attractions, I believe. Social distancing, hand sanitisation, things like that. So it's £29.50 per person to come today. And you know, like I said, it's the Saturday, we're in peak time at the moment, but it is torrentially raining. So follow us along, hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, the bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. Let's go and ride some roller coasters. So first up today is going to be Shockwave, and this is the stand-up roller coaster. We've got a pretty fancy show building actually. That looks awesome, really colourful. Well, that was an experience, wasn't it? That was really actually quite cool. Better than I anticipated. Shorter, granted, but I thought, like, I didn't know what to expect on that. You kind of sit on like a little saddle and then you put a harness over you. You don't have a lot of room, which was a bit awkward, so me and Becky were kind of like squeezed up together like that. But I put some ride footage in. We were on back row, so the footage isn't going to be great, but check that out. I don't like this. Oh my god! Ready? It's got a very seaside kind of pier vibe here. Obviously it's a lot more than a seaside pier. Quite a few bigger rides than that. We do have a carousel. One of the cool things here actually that we knew about before we came, but we're going to go inside now, is Thomas Land. Now this is going to be perfect for little kids. If you remember Thomas the Tank Engine, who's actually overtly creepy in my opinion, but kids love him. And what we'll do, we'll go through here, we'll obviously show you a bit of what it's like in this, and we will have a separate video at a later date for you to check out and see what Thomas Land is actually like officially. Let's go. Alright, so walking through the entrance to Thomas Land. Ooh, we can get a driving license. Everybody is wearing a face mask inside. Those are the current restrictions. Thomas, Rosie and Percy engine tours. Interesting. Sodor Railway Company. Oh, so this is a cool ride. This goes all the way around the top of the area. So let's get on that and then give you guys an overview of the area itself.
Welcome aboard. I'm Winston. Nice to meet you. I'm the Bat Controller's track inspection car. It's my job to make sure everything is safe and good working order. The Bat Controller isn't quite used to driving me yet. It can get a little bumpy, but with you as my driver, I'm sure it'll be a smooth journey. There's plenty to see and do. Let's see what the other engines are up to. Look, there's Bertie the bus, busy with his passengers. Knapford Station looks busy today, but everything seems to be running smoothly. The Bat Controller controller will be pleased. Let's see if we can spot Thomas. Who's that big crane up ahead? Oh, it's Cranky. I hope he isn't too cranky today. Off we go around the bend to see Harold on his heli tours. Whee! Oh, this is fun.
There's no view of all of the rides that are here. So we've got 20 separate rides altogether, or 20 separate attractions at least. There's no restrictions on any of them really. I'll give you an overview of some of the offerings in here in the Soda Airport Cafe. Mini donuts.
Big donuts.
And big donuts. We've got cake down the end as well. Sausage rolls, sausage butty, bacon butties are available as well. You've got vegan lattice at the top. $2.75 for the bacon and sausage butty, $3.10 for the sausage roll, vegan lattice, and ooh, toast with jam and butter is £2.5. Not bad. You can get milkshakes, fraps, and then obviously like crisps and lattes, all sorts like that. Let's go on Thomas, Rosie and Percy engine tours, shall we? I didn't expect that, did you?
I think it wasn't very clear, was it?
No. This is Troublesome Trucks. This is their little runaway roller coaster. As you saw on the sign at the beginning, you've got to be around about one metre to ride that. This looks pretty intense for kids. We've just come off the train and it was a bit of a weird thing. It wasn't really signposted very well, but it's a one-way trip. So we're at the other end of the park now at a zoo and it's raining, so there's no animals out. It's a little bit barren wasteland here now. We've got pretty awesome outdoor adventure play. This is Spencer's Outdoor Adventure Play here. They got some guidelines here. Maximum of 40 people in the play area at one time. And you've got to maintain social distancing, which is, you know, that's fair enough at the moment. But this is a really pretty intense playing area. And we got dinosaurs. Back in Drayton Manor Park itself at the moment, we've got Thomas & Friends 4D cinema. This is closed at the moment due to the current guidelines, which is unfortunate. So we're going to go on Accelerator. I believe this used to be themed to Ben 10. We can give this a go. It's got a weird kind of layout to it, but hopefully this should be pretty fun. This is really, really cool. Oh. Ah, Drayton, yes. That was a really cool ride. Both of the roller coasters we've been on have been really quick. They've been over in like 30-40 seconds. But that was a really good ride. The inside of the queue, as you saw, was really cool. And I'll put a bit of ride footage in now so you can have a look at it. Again, it's only 30 or 40 seconds. I quite like this actually. awesome. You've only got to be 1 meter tall to ride that, so we had like a whole bunch of little kids on there, and there was one kid that actually rode it twice. His parents swapped, and he was loving life. So definitely get on that with you little kids. Next ride we're going to go on is Drunken Barrels. Now, we actually really love the theming of this. Obviously a little bit risque for some audiences, but it's kind of themed like Oktoberfest. She's got a big tankard of beer, and you're in what looks like a barrel. So let's go on that. It's kind of like a little bit like Walsh's teacups kind of ride. And the theming inside is really cool as well. The barrels on the wall, it looks like a proper brewery in here. Traditional German pub or something like that. Oh, we're lifting. Is it? Yeah, we're lifting up. Oh, oh, it's going up. Oh. Becky's holding on to the centre, so I'm not able to spin it.
I'm actually still being able to spin it, trying to spin it down.
Yeah. Go on, spin it. Spin it. Go on.
No.
Go on.
No.
I didn't even do that. It did it on its own. Oh, there's a hot dog in the middle. And breakfast. There's really good theming in here. Sherrif's Showdown has just opened. We're gonna go on it and see who wins. This is a pachow ride. Becky's very competitive with these, but you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, I've got what it takes. But I'm always at a disadvantage because I'll take you guys on the ride with me, and then I'll lose that way. Always at a disadvantage. Let's go.
Volunteering to help rid our town of these nasty cowboys that are stealing on gold and causing trouble in our town. Now's the time to prove your worth and test your hand. In all the targets that you can.
This is a really good one, I like it. Oh, 500 bonus!
Yay! Oh, that's cool. Did you see it spin?
No, I didn't.
Watch.
Okay, finish. What are we on?
You beat me.
No!
Yeah, 12,800 versus 12,100. She won. No.
Yes!
No. That was awesome. That was so interactive, so cool. We got lots of bonuses, as you saw. But I lost. And I told you. It was because I was at a disadvantage because I took you guys on. And now I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight because I lost by 700 points. It was quite close though, actually. I'm not sure if that ride should even be open though, because I think indoor rides are supposed to be closed at the moment as part of the rules. 17th, I think they're supposed to open. So I'm really surprised that that's open, but shh, don't tell anybody. Apocalypse. So this is a little bit like Detonator at Thorpe Park, and I'll put a link up in the top corner so you can check that out right now. That's a drop roller coaster. Here we go. Let's watch these people. And they're gonna scream as well, which will be fun. But I'm not doing this ride. Oh, they didn't even scream. That's no fun. They didn't even scream. Yeah. Yeah. Interestingly though, look at that. Stand up or sit down. So you can stand up on a drop tower, and then they got cameras to take your picture as you drop down petrified. That's really cool, but not my cup of tea, thank you. Interestingly, as I was saying about Sherrif Showdown, there's a ride right next to it called The Haunted, and it's like a haunted maze or a haunted like ghost train or something, but that's closed. So Sherrif Showdown's open, but this is closed. that doesn't make sense to me. But this might be a walkthrough, so you're spending more time like closer together. Maybe the scariest place under one roof. I'll try and write down in the bottom what this is. I'll do some research online so you guys can know, and then you can go and find your own ride through of it if there's one available for that. We're gonna get some lunch now. There's a few kind of good areas that they've got. They've got a lot of benches around to sit on. There's also over our shoulder, and we might try and go and sit there, is like a covered canopy area. So at the moment, obviously, you're not allowed to eat inside. So it's really good to have that fully open. Don't let the birds get them chips. That's what it says. So I'm gonna go and get Drayton's fish and chips. See how much this is. I think it's like £8 for fish. I don't know if that includes chips. You might have to pay extra for chips. And Becky wants to get something else, so we're going to get that in a second as well. Apologies for the marks on the camera. It is raining today, and it's very difficult to stop that from happening. We're under the canopy, like I said. Really good to have this. Quite a few benches in here actually. It makes it nice and easy in the current restrictions. Got the fish and chips. That added up really quickly. So the fish itself was £8 alone. Got portion of chips that was £3, and I was feeling a little bit greedy, so I got battered sausage as well. Portion of curry sauce, because chip shop curry sauce cannot be beaten. Mayo you got paid for separately, and a bottle of drink. Total was £18.65. And that's just for me as well. Becky's off getting her food at the moment. She's gone to get a pizza. I'll show you that in a second. It's fairly, you know, it's a fairly big portion, all in, but £18.65, £3 for that bottle of Coke. So Becky's back, and she's got her pizza. Let's give this a look. Ooh, looks very nice, fresh. Thin crust though. £12.50, and that's pepperoni. You've got some nice rocket on there, which kind of adds a nice little fancy pants touch to it. I'm cracking on with the fish and chips. I don't need to give you a review for this because it's just fish and chips, standard seaside stuff. A really great place to get fish and chips, right by the sea, down in Brighton. Brighton Pier. Have a look at that. I'll put a link up in the top corner for that time that we went down to Brighton. Definitely recommend going down there. It's a lovely, lovely place. One thing we really want to go on is Stormforce 10 here. Ride It Out it's called. And this is their log flume, and to be honest, today would probably be a good day to do it considering we're already wet from the rain.
Hello.
But it's cold, so I'd like to come back and do this in the summer maybe. You know, nice warm day, out on the lake. That'd be pretty amazing. Here we go. They're just coming over the top now. Ooh, there's a double dip in the middle. One dip, two dips, splash down. Oh, that secondary splash is quite a lot there. They're all wiping themselves, so I'm thinking you get pretty wet. And a banana boat, which is a pirate ship. That looks a little bit like the Blue Buccaneer that we went on at Chessington a couple of weeks ago. And that was a really good ride. That had been completely redone, spruced up for the 2021 season. I'll put a link up in the top corner to our time at Chessington, so you can go and check that out. Chessington's perfect family park, and this place is pretty good for that as well, it seems. We're now going to go on Buffalo roller coaster, and you've got to be 1.05, it's very precise, to ride it if you're with an adult. The children under that, 1.2 and above, you can be unaccompanied. So I'll show you guys some ride footage of this. Oh my goodness. Buffalo roller coaster going over the lake here. It goes really slow as it's starting up there, and then it gets really fast going around, and then it struggles to get up the hill. One of the other things that they've got here at Drayton Manor is the Castle of Dreams. Now, the writing on the plaque actually looks like the Harry Potter lettering, so I don't know, is it Hogwarts? Probably not. This is a special thing that happens at Christmas. As you got on the sign just here, it says they're unwrapping the magic in November and December 21. So I'll try and put a link down in the description to let you know what that is. Me and Becky were just saying it's a little bit of a waste of space because you could put a ride there or retheme this for like the rest of the year, but it seems to be themed to Christmas the entire year round, so it's a bit of a letdown, that is, because it's closed at the moment as well. So get on the train to Brighton. 60 minutes? I don't think so. Very cheap though. Let's hop on the train.
Oh my gosh.
We came over here.
Oh! They got so wet.
Did they?
Yeah.
So this here that you see in the camera pane, this is the rapids, and that's closed at the moment. As you can see to our right, we've got the new boats that are available for them to set up, but we're obviously not in the good enough season for them to do that at the moment. And then we got Maelstrom here to the right. So that spins around and that bar goes up. Well, we were going to leave this ride, but we're not going to be back for a little while. So £2 ponchos right next to Stormforce 10, I was right. Not quite agreeing with the single-use plastic, but we got a long drive to go. So let's brave this. Right, we're on Stormforce 10. Here's the queue line, very much nautical themed. Pretty cool. Oh wow. Theming wise, this is probably the best ride so far. Oh, we got a guide of how you can sit in the boat. Going up the lighthouse. Really high up now. Okay, here we go. Watch them go. Look at this! How cool is that? And we got an ice cream too. Look at my hair, man. We went on Stormforce and we bought the ponchos, and the ponchos were rubbish. They were rubbish. They broke as soon as the first drop. Becky's broke. The water still went down my back, and we got torrentially drenched. Completely drenched. That's it for our time today at Drayton Manor Theme Park. We had an absolutely fantastic time, if I'm honest. There's a really good selection of rides for all the family, especially for younger kids. If you want to bring younger kids here and go to Thomasland, that is amazing. We had a lot of fun, and as I said earlier on in the video, I have a separate video up for that. That'll be a walkthrough of Thomasland and the zoo as well, so you can check that out and see what you think. Little tip: if you're going on Stormforce 10, leave it till the end of the day. And don't bother buying a poncho, because they're £2 and it was a complete waste of money. Becky's ripped. Mine just didn't work. It went straight down my back, straight down my front. I'm completely drenched. My hoodie is soaked. But we bought spare clothes because it was raining today, not because we thought we were going to get on that. But they've got a good selection of rides. They've not got a lot of sort of theme park roller coasters. It's kind of a little bit more of a upscaled fun fair. But it's a really good upscale fun fair, and it's cheap as well. $29.50 to come out today. Most of the rides are open. We had a good time on the Sherrif Shootout one, Sherrif Showdown it is called, sorry. Amazing. So if you've enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. I really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, the bell icon to be notified when we post some new videos. See you on the other side. Thanks.